Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the all-new 2025 Lexus GX, a luxury SUV that masterfully blends rugged capability with refined elegance. Starting price $65,000 for GX 550 Premium, and most expensive variant GX 550 Overtrail Plus, starting at $80,000. Under the hood, the GX 550 boasts a 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine, delivering an impressive 349 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission and a full-time four-wheel drive system, ensuring you're ready for any adventure. Built on a sturdy body-on-frame architecture, the GX is designed for off-road prowess without compromising on-road comfort. Its electronic kinetic dynamic suspension system, or E-KDSS, enhances wheel articulation, providing superior handling across diverse terrains. Inside, the GX offers a spacious and luxurious cabin. Most models come with a third row of seats, accommodating up to 7 passengers. However, the Overtrail variants, tailored for off-road enthusiasts, provide seating for 5, allowing for additional cargo space. The exterior showcases a bold and commanding presence. Notable features include available 22-inch alloy wheels and power running boards, adding both style and functionality. Safety is paramount in the GX, with the Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 suite coming standard. This comprehensive package includes advanced safety technologies designed to protect you and your passengers on every journey. In summary, the 2025 Lexus GX is a versatile luxury SUV that excels both on and off the road. Its powerful engine, advanced suspension system, and luxurious interior make it a compelling choice for those seeking adventure without sacrificing comfort. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth car reviews. Drive safe and enjoy your drive.
we are back with the 2024 Lexus GX 550, and this one has a bunch of mud, sand, and dirt on it, which means that we're going to take this onto an off-road trail out here near Tucson, Arizona. Joe Rady, you might be able to see him. He's in the passenger seat. He's going to be tagging along for this video. Been wanting to do a collab with him for a long time. One of my favorite people to hang out with at these type of events. So let's talk about this GX. So this is the Overtrail Plus. We have 33-inch Toyo open country all-terrain tires, specifically developed for the GX 550 with Toyo. You'll notice that these have a slightly shallower tread depth than a lot of other all-terrain tires are. We'll see how the traction is today. I assume it'll be excellent, but that is maybe to reduce noise. It still rides and feels very comfortable, like all the other GX 550s that we've driven recently. Some differences with the GX 550, it says 8.9 inches of ground clearance versus the 8.6 or 8.7 with the other GXs. That's mostly due to the increased tire size. Slightly better approach angles here. You'll notice that the bottom of this bumper is plastic. This is removable if you scratch it up or bash it up. Plastic fenders here too to reduce scratching up your paint when you're bombing down a back road. We have upgraded roof rails here too. You can also spec this with a sunroof delete option, which is very nice. That might get in the way of some of your accessories, so you can do without that. And the Overtrail is only available as a 5-seater. So that was kind of a Lexus decision based on a lot of people put the their ARB coolers and trays and containers in the back of their GXs, and they take the third row out anyway. So Lexus has just kind of done it for you, and you see you get a little bit lower of a floor here, which is nice. If there is demand for a third row space from consumers, they may add it in the future, but for now the GX Overtrail is only available as a 5-seater. You can see we've got a little bit more storage underneath here for a couple things, but for the most part the same GX that we've been testing here these last couple days. Tailgate is now a traditional lift gate, no more barn door, which is fine. It'll protect you from the rain. We've upgraded skid plates, lots of clearance for these 33-inch tires. These are 265/70 R18s, very common size, lots of great options. And a lot of accessories come with this GX or are available for this GX from the dealer. A lot of stuff from ARB and third parties that retain your Lexus warranty. You can order rock rails and more skid plates and roof rack accessories, ARB elements inside and out the vehicle. It's pretty cool. So it's nice to see Lexus really giving us enhanced aftermarket support from the get-go with this new GX. The off-road focus here is kind of a surprise. The previous gen GX, the GX 460, of course that was a Land Cruiser Prado. Everywhere else in the world, that was kind of touted as this baby Land Cruiser, this really durable off-roader. But in the United States market, it's kind of a soccer mom car, to be perfectly honest. This new GX really puts the focus on off-roading. So let's hop in, we'll start it up, we'll say hi to Joe, and we'll go take this thing on the trail. I'm excited, man. This is gonna be fun.
No, definitely.
It's always cool to get out here in a natural environment instead of like a kind of a pre-made trail.
Yeah, an artificial, simulated.
So we've done a bunch of videos on the GX 550. I won't bore you with too many details. The differences that we have here with this Overtrail are mostly just down to these mode selections. So of course we've got a locking rear differential, we've got the center locker, high 4, 4 low. Drive modes like we saw on the Luxury Plus, Custom, Sport Plus, Sport, Normal, Comfort, Eco. That mostly just adjusts throttle response, the adaptive suspension a little bit, and this rides about like the Luxury does, but with much more sidewall on the tires, which is great. Multi-terrain select, downhill assist control, you got tow haul, traction control off. Does this have the cool box? This does have the cool box. That's nice. You can cool your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm sure you've got about eight things that you would cool in there.
Definitely some Twinkies.
Oh, definitely some Twinkies. Good. I love it. Here we've got a camera view button. Love the quick access to that. That's going to be really useful for off-road driving. and we've got underbody cameras, a lot of really neat, useful tech in this GX 550 Overtrail. We'll see how it all comes together, but on first impressions, this is a pretty sweet overland off-road rig. You can now enable some of the MTS, the multi-terrain select settings, in 4High, whereas before you couldn't do that. So that's nice. We'll play around with that. From my experience so far with this new generation of Toyota Lexus products off-road, these systems are a lot quieter. They're not chattering away, they're not clicking away at you and making a bunch of noise. It's a much more seamless experience behind the wheel, which is very nice. We're gonna wait for some more journalists to show up, rain starting, and then we'll head out onto the trail. All right, so since our walk around, we just had a torrential downpour. Let's go over settings. We're in 4 low. We've got the center diff locked. We've got some off-road information here on this display. And we will also engage the cameras when needed. We can see roll, pitch, brake pressure, acceleration level, what is locked, and we can see steering angle too in this information display. That's pretty cool. That's pretty clever. VSC turns off in 4 low and with the center diff locked, so it kind of relaxes the traction stability control systems. We also have multi-terrain select. I have this in the auto setting right now, which is a nice new setting for 2024. That didn't used to be something that you could access. Usually you just had mud, rock, dirt, sand, snow. So we're just going to leave it in auto and see if the truck can kind of figure itself out as we go through this trail. I do not like these touchscreen climate controls. So we're following the lead vehicle right now. Always kind of a cool spot to be in the convoy on these off-road excursions, these off-road experiences at press launches. So we can see the line that they're choosing, and you can see it wading through this water with ease. Air intake location for the GX is positioned so it doesn't suck up water, doesn't suck up sand, dust. In the previous Gen GX, I assume it's the same with this because I saw some venting down there. It's kind of in the front of the passenger front wheel well. And one of the most impressive things that I saw, we took my GX 460 on kind of an overlanding trip up to northern Michigan. And we drove hundreds of miles on dirt, dusty roads. And I opened up the air box at the end of it, and the air filter was completely clean. I couldn't believe it. So I assume not much has really changed with that design on this new GX 550. Yeah, isn't it like some pretty serious jail time if you cut down a saguaro cactus?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. There's always got some harsh laws. They're not messing around.
They're not messing around for sure.
Criminal speeding for 20 over. So the goal today, don't run over a cactus.
That's right.
That might be the last you guys will ever see of me.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking the GX back myself.
That's right. It might not even be a trial. They just
lock you up.
Yeah, they just entomb you under the cactus. They put you under the cactus. That's what it is. And you're stuck because they weigh 20 tons, right?
Attach it to the cactus.
Yeah, they attach it.
Let the birds picking.
That's right. Sounds pretty grim, Joe. Pretty grim.
It's Arizona.
It is. They're not messing around. You got some real cowboys out here.
Yeah, that's right.
This Overtrail does feel at home off-road. It just kind of massages over everything. I don't have a tire pressure readout right now, but I assume we're at placard standard pressures. One thing that I like about the Overtrail is that you can finally fit a full-size 33-inch tire in the spare tire well. With the previous Gen GX, you could only fit a 31.5-inch spare tire. And this wasn't quite enough. So a lot of people did hitch mounts, or swing-out door mounts. Those are expensive. You got to cut up things. And you don't really need bigger than a 33-inch tire for most situations. A lot of good treads, a lot of good tire choices in 33-inch sizing. Yeah, you could probably go to 35s if you wanted to, but honestly, you'd be better suited just doing a lift and getting better ground clearance. Just for fun, we don't need it yet. But let's engage some cameras. So far, could have done this in the Camry, but that's okay. I'm just saying it before a commenter does.
Yeah.
You got to beat him to the punch.
Lifted BRZ.
Yeah, lifted BRZ, could have brought it out here, could have done this trail.
Yeah, this is not to the good stuff here.
Yeah. Just the sheer variety of cacti out here is impressive. I mean, you've got these like long, stringy, skinny things. I mean, it's really just a bunch of overly protective plants that really, I mean, they must have had some serious competition because they've evolved to just be impenetrable. GX is very smooth and 4 low, a little bit of gear whine, a little bit of revs, but not lurchy, easy to modulate your speed. And with his 10 speed, I'm sure you just got all the ratios you could ever want. Right now we're in second gear. About another 4 inches of wheel articulation with this new GX versus the previous generation with the hydraulic KDSS. This is electronically controlled KDSS. Supposedly should perform better off-road, and according to the people at Lexus, on-road. The previous GX was impressive with its articulation, especially from the rear axle, so we'll be able to see a little bit of what this GX 550 in front of us does today. Let's see what speed it carries to. Assume it's 10 miles an hour. I would say it's about 7 miles an hour. I don't know, Joe. Still in Camry territory.
I'm surprised it's driver swap.
Well, sorry guys, this really wasn't much of an off-road trail today. I think we did about, what did we do? We did like a medium trail on the Honda Pilot.
Yeah.
That was pretty gnarly. That was pretty good. This,
Surprised we were even in low.
yeah,
Like you could have just left that in high.
yeah. Well, if anything interesting happens while Joe's driving, we'll turn the camera on.
You never know, right?
Yeah. Couldn't really test anything. Sorry, guys. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we are.
You need to set up a GoPro or something?
Yeah, I'll do it when I go in. Just
All right, guys. Well, we're back with round 2 of the off-road test course. I'm here with Dave, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. And he's going to take us through some more technical trail. Still in 4 low. We have MTS Auto engaged, center diff lock engaged, and we might test out crawl control a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what the trail throws at us. It's gotten a little bit wet, a little bit soggy, but still having some fun out here.
Wait, just left.
Okay.
This is where we'll get, it's a little more technical.
I like the sign closed to all autos. Yes. Alright, so we got a good articulation situation here. Got a roll meter. Let's see what we get up to. Very smooth, very seamless. A lot of wheel contact from that solid rear axle. These seats are comfy too. I heard there's a little bit more bolstering in the Overtrail and Overtrail Plus
it's a little,
models.
I think it's got a little more shape to it. You guys play with cameras and all?
We did, yeah. They seem to show off around 7 miles an hour or so, right? Okay. I wish that were a little bit higher.
Through hood version of it. Just cycle through that. Let's see. That
Show you what's under the vehicle. Oh, that's good. That's good. Dark. Found a flaw. Well, that's the great thing about the GX is that it runs for about 12 to 15 years, and in that time they can add more USB ports, make little tweaks, little changes. That's right. Aftermarket couple were being 3D printed. People would sell them on the forums for like $20. Yeah.
Most importantly, it is gorgeous.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is making for good video. It does ride nice over the rough stuff.
Yeah.
That is a big improvement, as this is a much softer suspension calibration.
Mm-hmm. But it's still not bottoming.
Sure.
I've done some moving along the cliff.
Yep. Yeah, a lot smoother.
Great. The rear suspension, the E-KDSS.
Yep.
This thing twists up.
You don't get that clunk from the rear end that you used to with the hydraulic sway
Yeah,
bar.
you don't.
Yeah.
It's not. It's seamless. Freaking thing is kind of seamless.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It's very soft.
Yeah. Soft without being gooey.
Yep.
Range Rover, you're driving Range Rover and it feels too soft.
Yep. Not a lot of feedback.
It just didn't feel quite right.
Yeah, this feels about how I wanted the LX to feel.
Yeah. It's
Except
more taut.
it's smaller, it's easier to place, it's got good visibility.
Yeah. It's got a steering radius that you can actually turn a corner in a reasonable amount of space.
Yep.
You can make this right.
Okay.
Speaking of turning radius,
There we are. Star follow cars.
yeah, it's awesome.
Wait a second.
No, you can see.
Are there right seat passengers in those as
Yeah,
well?
all three.
All right, so everyone knows where they're going.
They do. But he was talking about Swaros and they won't fall on a car.
Oh, jeez.
And those things are the little barrels. That little guy is 500 pounds. Jeez.
Well, it's just full of water,
Yeah, it's
isn't
just
it?
purely water. There's
Yeah.
there's a dead one here. It's
a
the
rainbow.
makeup of the thing is a bunch of little trees essentially.
Okay.
We'll find a dead one so you can see it. But it looks like a wicker basket.
Oh, wow. It's just a bunch of tubes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of tubes, and apparently they expand and contract.
Sure. Yeah, you can see the folds, like,
Yeah.
right now, they're full.
So seasonally they expand and contract. I mean, what a bizarre thing.
That's pretty cool.
And the cows eat them. The cows eat those.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Never
why-
seen anything like that.
That's why there's all the protection.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this giant rainbow.
Yeah.
There's a giant bull was in the road yesterday. On the other loop where you come into that kind of canyony area in the soft sand.
Yep.
There's a bull standing in the road, and he's the size of a Fiat 500.
Probably weighs as much,
He's
too.
a monster, and he's standing across the road, the only road, and he's gnawing on a cactus.
That's
And
wild.
he's got him stuck in his face, all over the guy.
Just doesn't care.
Yeah. And didn't care that we were there.
Yeah.
He was thoroughly unconcerned.
This is pretty fun to hustle.
Yeah, it
You can't quite do raptor things in this, but you could boogie.
is. Yes.
They're just very surprised.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like two cars like some IMS stuff does.
Yep.
And this thing is a rarity. It's a solid axle frame. Make it this right. We'll do a driver swap here.
Sounds good.
I would do it there.
Right before the mud.
Yeah.
There you go, Joe.
Everybody gets wet feet. And there's just no sense in that.
All right, Joe. Go get him. All right, well, unfortunately today we got a little bit rained out with this off-road course. Lexus had some more technical stuff planned for us, but it just got destroyed with all the water and the washouts. So, what can we glean from this experience? We learned that the GX 550 is unsurprisingly very comfortable off-road. It just isolates you from everything, but still gives you a good amount of steering feedback so you can control the vehicle and know what it's doing. The seats are really nice. The extra bolstering on these seats in the Overtrail and Overtrail Plus are an improvement. No knocks, no suspension noises, no rattles. This GX is so solid and so fluid in how it handles off-road situations. The articulation is insane. We didn't get any exterior shots today, but we might throw some B-roll in at some point. And also, we'll be spending some more time with these trucks off-road in the future. So stay tuned for some more videos going on later this spring and summer, and maybe some this winter too. We're going to be spending some time with this out in California in a couple weeks. So we may give you guys a little bit better of an off-road test then. But until then, thanks so much for watching. Very impressed with this GX 550 this week. This is a really, really nice evolution of the GX brand, nameplate, and this Overtrail Plus is just an awesome, awesome package. And I really like that Lexus has finally put the focus on what this vehicle is capable of doing and showing off its off-road prowess. So we'll wrap things up there. Joe's been a good companion for this drive. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.